This is my first time getting 5 wins. And it's in Leo Cup where I feel like I was cooked. Oh my goodness. Alright. So, how the flying F did I do it with scraps still? Besides getting +1 copy to King Halo this time around. So, but it's not max limit break, so I can't take advantage of the power stat bonus, sadly. I just did a double A setup. Agree Cap is nearly max speed, but has medium S as to make up for it. Decent power, but not ideal because a lot of the competition have 800 to 800 or more. So I am bending sometimes. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't. In Racer 1, I did. Brass Wonder. Mainly my main debuffer. Yeah. Golshi. Alright. I can't believe I didn't... I'm so sad I didn't favorite. Okay. But... Tail held high, to be fair, this is like, if it happens, it happens. It's nice. Pump some iron. Also nice. This works when Golshi passing by the group during the corner. Doesn't work too well if there's any good amount of late surgers, but works extremely well if there's a bunch of pace chasers as a result. And red shift, because that's gonna proc almost every time. Right-handed, this actually allows Golshi to just run more. This makes Golship's speed stat 1260, which actually plays a key role in the final race. Unironically enough. Actually, where is... Okay. I was trying to find the Twinkle series book, because that's always nice to look at. But I don't think I found it. But I got extremely lucky in this first race. Besides the fact that there's no frontrunners to contest this, Oguri Cap, well, my Oguri Cap specifically, got selected as first. So it just straight up was a win. It was pretty funny. I'm trying to do this. Okay. So you can tell stats and the skills, but you can tell immediately if you look at this gold shop right here. Their stats. Okay, actually, what the? Is this like a new player? It is. Hey, at least they're the first time seeing it, seeing how rough it is. But this, now, the other person though, the whale, which is the Equitin 2000, they had goated cards, max limit break on a lot of stuff. I would be cooked. Because if I didn't get lucky there. They have this, which is Frenzied Pace Chasers, which I think occurred to me, occurred to one of my Great Cap. I think it's in a different race. They're trying to go with the debuffer setup, but it doesn't work out because no one else is running Nice Nature. But Special Week's their main competitor though. But because of Oguri Cap taking first easily, but since no one else is really running laser pace, it's just kind of backfires on their Special Week. Gold Ship, I believe. I didn't check the bit of how much wins they get. I'm gonna speed on through this because I'm not gonna really focus too much. You can see contests, but yeah, Oguri Cap is immediately set as pace. There's a bajillion late surgers. It's hilarious. Oh, but yeah, one of them get Grass Wonder activates Frenzied Chase Chaser. That means Agnes Tachyon actually got. Oh, now Oguri Cap rushes, which means they missed, but it doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, this actually makes Oguri a front runner, like with PC benefits. So they just go faster at this point. Interesting enough. But you can tell once this occurs, Oguri Cap activates her acceleration. Golshi is entering. Golshi got blocked, sadly, because there's a bajillion late surgers. It's hilarious. But otherwise, this is almost a non-competition. Here, Symbolic Rudolph actually is spooky. Don't be sad, Golshi. You're still my favorite Uma. You're still my Golshi. But yep. And of course, this is like the first race upon when I got on. And then to the second race, where this is a nose finish. This is what happens when it works as intended. There's a Samaru here. While Goshi's mood was at bad, it didn't matter too much. You can tell 799 and power plus yeah. There was only one front runner. If there was two, Morzensky would have won this actually, because they have her punk. As a matter of fact, I would say if they were to use the base Morzensky to get that other one, then they would have had a better time winning. But they didn't do that, and they are forced to be relying on purely England ski, which means they will most likely lose. Their Grass Wonder, it's like Osca, let's finish just that. Their Tachyon's Dominator misses. Oh wait. Oh. So increases velocity runners ahead. Oh, okay, yeah, because of where they're positioned as a pace, they pretty much automatically lose in this situation. Or rather, it just doesn't really activate. I mean, they just failed the activation proc. Vodka, this one's actually one heck of a contender. And despite how low those stats are. And their Oguri Cap is one heck of a competitor, but their speed stat is lacking. But yeah. This is a nose finish, which is really nice to see. You know what? I'm gonna watch this. Of course, if there was a reason for me bringing horror right here, I would have done it, but because Summer Residency exists, then that's like asking to give Residency the win, which is not a good idea. But yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, so they do say Triple Crown champion, which is pretty cool. So there you go. Race starts. Oh, I can see why. Nearly everyone is a 2-star. So Oguri activates Bemon early. And Golshi activates Breath of Fresh Air relatively early, but not too late. That's the second one, but the unique will activate Tail Hell High, I believe. Oh, it doesn't. Red Shift, and then I believe pump some. Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. This is beautiful. They're just both nose. Okay, Cat fights back. But Golship having the higher just takes it win. Which is why that instance alone actually proves why home stretch haste is not a viable option in this race. Don't get me wrong, it works. It works when needed, but in instances where they're gonna have a higher speed in a longer stretch. The longer stretch of the final spurt means more useless the home stretch haste is. Home stretch haste works when the last spurt is a shorter distance. But in this case, it isn't. But yep. And goes under there. At it. Of course, it shows Golshi being blocked. And this shows Ogre Cap winning first there. But yeah, that's the first race. Ogre Cap was set as the pace setter, meaning they automatically become the lead. Oh, wrong one. Race 2. This is where Golshi actually was able to do their thing and show why they are an ace. Okay. Race 3. Golshi actually got blocked here. I don't exactly recall, but I know at least it wasn't due to some reason. See, what is this? What? What? Okay. what is? Oh wait, is this? This must be a Taurus Cup run. This has to be a Taurus Cup run. No shot. Hey, interesting guest. Oh my gosh. Is that why? Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, I'm more surprised. Okay, they didn't finish your finale, which makes sense. But it's really interesting that they probably didn't. It's really interesting. But otherwise, they were targeting everything except pace, which is probably why it didn't work out. They showed Dodo. Very rare to see. They would have won if it wasn't for the shenanigans I have up my sleeve, and because they probably got blocked actually. Was when their neighbor ends. You know, it's probably because of a special leave. Let's see. Let's find out why. It's pretty funny to see this, and personally, I have no words to say beyond that. I honestly thought I wasn't gonna do well in the video clip, but I'm about to find out. But of course, the Summer Rosinski here is actually decently built. It's just missing Moxie. So that means they don't have that particular stat. As a matter of fact, I think because of the nice nature, they got hit enough times. So, Mystifying Murmur, All-See Knives, Trick Rear, and Hesitant Front Runners. I think that's like enough to have them lose lose their little lead. Especially when it's a max width setup. It's just actually spooky. But yeah, the Umamusume look out of is the special week actually. さあ、ゲートが開いた。各馬娘、綺麗なスタートを切りました。As a fact, I think this is one instance where Aguri actually gets rushed. But yeah, they immediately become second for whatever reason. Third. 快調に飛ばして行きます。先頭集団を見ていきましょう。先頭はマルゼンスキー、単身で飛ばして行きます。先頭から大きく離されて、2番手は8番オグリーキャップ。少し離れて成田ブライアン、1コーナーから2コーナーへ向かう。さあ、離れたのはマルゼンスキー。I'm actually surprised that in log reruns that Golshi doesn't activate Wolfa until like either the middle race or late race. Pretty nice. Because there is a chance for Golshi to activate Wolfa or Breath of Fresh Air at the early race because that's a straight. Or at least the beginning part of this. That's a second skill. 前に抜け出すのは容易じゃなさそうです。先頭マルゼンスキー、レースはよどみなく進んでいます。続きました8番オグリーキャップ、さらに成田ブライアン、その外並んで4番オグリーキャップ is ready to overtake. スペシャルウィーク、後ろゴールドシップ、少し後ろからナイスネイチャー、グラスワンダー並んでくる。まもなく第4。I'm actually more surprised that. 一気にレースが動きます。まだ先頭は動かない。 And Dominator is finally what's hitting them. That enables the take. Now Golshi activates theirs, but Golshi gets blocked by Special Weed, likely, at the end. But, regardless... Oh wait, I have home stretch haste on Ogurika for some reason. Okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense. And there's a late straightaway acceleration. But yep. Yes. Fourth race. And this was versus a very goated Oguri cap for some reason. I shouldn't have won, honestly. This is plus. So this is plus. I believe 106. Oh no. Yeah, 106. So that's that, and then it's one right-handed. Oh, so I just have higher speed against them. Okay. But I'm noticing that Tail Halidai is not doing much here from observation, because it's either because Professor Curvature is not activating. That's mainly why. I don't think I have the wit check for it. I could be wrong, but if the minimum weight requirement is oh right, there's Anuria Brian. Very spooky, but it looks like they were built for long. And their Stray Expert is doing absolutely nothing, because that thing is never going to activate. So they kind of get caught. Of course, they have two Dominators. This is a Pace Chaser Dominator, which does nothing. They only will work if there's a bajillion pace, which there isn't, and there's no front runner, so it's not gonna do anything. Grass runner is gonna activate theirs though, because they're more naturally adapted to take advantage of that. Let's just get to the mid race. Professor Curvature, Pure Swing Maestro, so it's all up to activating the unique or Bofa. Golship actually gets rushed here, which is interesting. Luckily, there's nothing to punish Golship entirely. Alright, there, and because of that, Tail High activates, and Golship activates Breath of Fresh Air, so now they're safe. They basically won. Well, if they overtake here, 6, and then once they hit 5th, it should. Okay, they didn't activate theirs, which is a bit of a shame, but they got enough. They got enough what they need for. Also, they're ready, accelerating at max speed, and basically wins. That small difference in speed set is massive, which is surprising to me. And now imagine someone with a Golship with more speed passives and S and medium. That'd be very scary to me, which is why I'm gonna have to do more things later on. Here, let's check the book. Okay, it was just similar setup. This runner hasn't found winner's circle yet. Her career record stands at 13 races 13 wins 12. There's no doubt in her skills. Let's see if she can show her true ability and seize victory. Oh, there's a reason why. She's a debuffer. Alright, I didn't check the 3rd page. But yeah, Golshi's the true ace in this for this Choice Cup up on my end. And then the final race, this is actually against a whale, which is really very, very interesting. But they didn't have. I'm not too sure if Tail High played any role, because if it didn't, then that shows a lot more reason for me not to run Tizuna, because Tizuna has been a bit gambly lately. Especially if you run our version becomes more gambly, but it's still effective and still very powerful to run a max limit break, make our rarity Tizuna. Shelly mainly targets front and late. Their vodka's actually very spooky, actually. But I don't think they have enough time. I don't think they have enough time to overtake and maintain that lead. And there's only one front runner, so it does nothing. Series Ogre Cap, definitely spooky. They have, but they don't have enough speed to truly overtake. It's only like plus. Actually, no, they have more speed because of that. This is plus that. So yeah, no, they have more speed than. So that means they got blocked by their own Golship. Yeah, that's literally what happened. I think that could be why. That could be why their Ogre Cap just didn't win. They must have got blocked by that. Oh yeah, and even worse, bad mood versus normal mood say versus normal mood Golship say. So it's up to my debuffer once again to provide that setup with that Dominator. But there's also let's pump some iron. So if Golship activates both of those, it's pretty much a guaranteed win. But otherwise, pump some iron is a big gamble because sometimes it activates, sometimes it doesn't.
戦勝負にかけているんでしょう。終盤に期待です。
So we can see that Mercedes is just automatically the pace chase. Oh, not pace setter. Freak Cap is 4th because the other two have high power. Grass Runner is rushed. but they have Swimming Maestro to at least cover it for the time being. They might be put in the back and probably might get killed off by a nice victory, sadly. I believe 2 of the 3 Golships will activate their unique here. Yep, and it's Sei and my Golship. But we got tail held high, which would put us just at the same pace, nearly the same pace as Sei's. But we're gonna start overtaking here once we hit the 5th. Yep. Oh wait, 6? But yeah, we activate both uniques, both of the inherited uniques, and then we're just immediately taking. We're just taking the lead. Sei's did not activate any of theirs because they don't have one. Grass Wonder decides to activate there. But yeah, this is a contest of. For some reason, we won that. Somehow. Some way. I question it every time. But as a fact, I actually didn't check. Hold on, I didn't check about what happened to Sei's Ogre Cat because it's clear that Sei's Golship wasn't perfect. If they had an S and medium, I would have lost easily. That would be without a doubt. So let's actually check that race one more time, for the sake of it. I need to see what happened during late race, I think. I'm just gonna zoom past this time. I'm not gonna explain much. I just need to see what happened to Sei's Ogre Cat because it's actually baffling to see that. So I'm keeping an eye on 3, 1, and 2. Well, it'll be 1 and 3 this time. One and 3 are just being taken over. No way. Are they actually blocked? I think they got blocked. Yeah, they're getting blocked by their Golship. They got blocked by their Golship. Oh wait, actually they're getting blocked by my Golship. Hold up. Okay. They just got blocked by my Golship. I blocked their own green cat. I blocked their ace. That's hilarious. So 50-50-50. Really interesting. That makes sense. See? Their Ogre Cap actually is losing a lot more. That's wild. Like, what? Does that mean I just got extremely lucky then? I think I got extremely lucky. That is wild. But yeah. Their Golship, despite having 481 wit, they failed to activate Redshift and Shooting for Victory. Meanwhile, my Golship, up here, activates both of them at 318. Okay, game. Thanks. Thank you for at least not not cursing me with bad RNG. But yeah. Hold on, I want to just hear Golshi just say arigato. And to claim it! Oh, yeah, I probably need to screenshot this. That is wild. And that was like the first race I just did. Yep. Here we go!